of the I am statements that we've looked at so far, Jesus says in a public place with lots of people around. But this time it's different. Jesus is just about to die and he's in a private place with his disciples. He's warning them that he's going to go away and he's going to be with God the Father. He says to them, "You know the way to the place where I am going." But Thomas says to him, "Lord, we don't know where you're going, so how can we know the way?" Jesus answered, "I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. If you really knew me, you would know my Father also. From now on, you do know him, and you have seen him." This must have been baffling for the disciples who had given up everything to follow him. And suddenly he was saying he was soon going away. And this came true. Jesus came to life. He appeared to many people and then he went up in the sky right in front of his disciples and went to be with God in heaven. However, what Jesus was saying was earth-shattering, and it still is to this day. He claimed to be the only way to God. He was telling the truth to bring us life. But how do we know it's true? Let's think about the truth for a moment. See who can be the first to shout out the answers to these questions. What's 2 add 2? What colour top am I wearing? What day of the week is it today? Did you get them all right? How do we know the answers though? How can we prove the answers to my questions? Let's find some objects. I'm going to see if I can prove to you what 2 add 2 is. So I've got some cards here and I've got 2 cards over here, Woody and Spider-Man, and I've got 2 cards over here. So 1, 2 and 1, 2, and you put them together, we count them, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 add 2 makes 4. Let's see if it works the same with my Duplo. Okay, so here's my Duplo. I'm going to see if I can work it out. So I'm going to put 2 together like this, and I'm going to put 2 together like this. So I've got 2 here, and then I've got 2 here. Okay, and I pop them together and I count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know you know what 2 add 2 is, but this is proving that 2 add 2 is always 4. Let's try something different. Okay, I've got some different tiles and we're going to see. So we've got 2 over here and we've got 2 over here and 2. 1, 2 over here, 1, 2 over here. Put them together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 add 2 is 4. Every single time I add 2 things to 2 things, it makes 4. That is a truth. It is indisputable. It happens every single time. There are many ways we can prove what day of the week it is. You could look at a traditional calendar like this one, or you could look at the bottom of your computer screen and see what the day of the week is. Or you can even Google the day of the week and see what that says. Okay, on to the top that I'm wearing. We can test what colour it is by looking at it. Let's ask the members of my house and see if they all come up with the same answer. What colour's my top?
Blue.
What colour's my top?
Blue.
What colour's my top?
Navy blue.
How do you know?
I know it because it's dark blue, and the dark blue is always a navy blue.
What colour is my top?
Navy blue.
What colour is my top? Not sure? All right then. So that test went well because everybody said blue. They all looked at my top and they saw that it was blue. Some said navy, some just said blue. That's fine. They're all shades of the same colour. They're blue. If you said red or yellow or green, that wouldn't be true. Blue is the true answer and you can tell by looking at it. Some things are absolutely true. Black and white, no contesting it. They're proven to be right. Jesus told us that he is the truth. He predicted his death and that he would come back to life, and so far everything he said would happen has happened. Just like I can prove the colour of my top by looking at it, we can prove that Jesus is the truth by looking at him, by reading about his life and coming to know who he is and understanding what he says about himself and having our own friendship with God. Jesus is the only way to God. This is true, and believing this will bring you life. There is nothing that we can do to get to God. He solved the problem for us because as hard as we try, we always fail. He is perfect and provided a way for everyone he has ever created to get to him if they choose. I have always loved a song that I learned as a child about this verse, and it helps me to remember it and also understand it. It says, "Without the way, there is no going. Without the truth, there is no knowing. And without the life, there is no growing." Jesus helps us to go to God, know him, and grow in our relationship with him. I hope you enjoy it.